Music is frequency programming. Music is frequency. What frequency are you being fed? If I play with those frequencies, right, I can target certain parts of the mind, target the frequency to go to certain parts of the mind, and I can literally, if I want you to astral project, or if I want you to go to sleep, or if I want you to go into a meditative state, I can make my music do that.
The brain processes information electrically. It communicates with the cellular structure electrically, and it operates within a certain band of frequency. If you can broadcast frequencies carrying information, this technology has long been known, carrying information and perceptions within the frequency that the brain decodes information, the brain will decode those frequencies and will have those perceptions. You can externally influence people's perceptions externally by broadcasting these frequencies that we interact with, because we are antenna.
The sad reality is that where we now play our music is in A440. Where did that come from? It used to be 417. A440 came in with the Roman Catholic Church. They suppressed the frequencies. They lost somehow the 152 of the best Gregorian chants, including the hymn to St. John the Baptist, which we've now recovered. That particular hymn was what triggered Dr. Palaio's investigation, looking for those frequencies of vibration by which the music was played. It was known as the most uplifting hymn of all the ages, the most spiritually uplifting hymn. Hymn to St. John the Baptist was played to 6 tones. These are those 6 tones. These are those 6 frequencies. And so the A440 is what now is the standard tuning. If you go A439, you're closer to one of the Creator's tones. If you go A441, you're closer to one of the Creator's original tones. That's how precisely it has been manipulated. To do what? To shut down the 95% of your brain, particularly the right brain that operates the heart-mind to the divine human community.
Some decades ago, there was a guy who worked out the frequencies of different emotional states. This is long ago. I mean, it's very, very sophisticated now. So every thought, every emotional response is a frequency. It generates a frequency, and it is of itself a frequency. Hate is a frequency, and it's different to love. You know, when you are in a room and there's lots of aggression and conflict and hatred, you feel it. What do people say? Oh God, you can cut the atmosphere with a knife in there. That is because the frequencies of hate and conflict have been so generated, they have changed the electromagnetic field of the room.
When you go driving your car and your channel on the radio is tuned to a station and you're grooving to the music, you love that music. As you get farther and farther away from the broadcasting tower, that music gets static. You start to lose the signal from the clear channel, broadcast, and it gets staticky. When it gets staticky, you get a little annoyed. But you want to listen to it. You really have a heart for that music, so you continue to listen to it for another 10, 15 miles, and suddenly it becomes so annoying that you just get disgusted, you go, ah, and you shut it off. And if you continue to listen to it, you get sick. That's what we're talking about here. Except you don't even know that you've been listening to the static your whole life. You don't even know what the true resonant frequency is, because
432.
The 432 Hz frequency is rooted in science, architecture, musical history, and geometry. Did you know that the music we listen to on a daily basis is recorded at 440 Hz? This is said to be due to international tuning standards. When we change the tuning to 432 Hz, even if at 8 cycles for every second, a shift occurs in our bodies and thoughts. Listening to a 432 frequency music track can reduce anxiety, give you emotional healing, and better intuition. Music has always been a force to reckon with in our lives. Music affects your psyche, affecting such internal functions as the heart rate and blood pressure. Music is made up of frequencies. The frequencies in a music track can influence our feelings and the responses of the brain, which relies on a combination of frequencies. The 432 frequency gives a person a strong sense of relaxation. A 432 Hz frequency music track also brings the brain into harmony with the earth frequency. Knowing the importance of the 8 Hz frequency is vital to understanding. Without the 432 Hz frequency in the music world, simply put, neither of the two can exist independently. Musically, 8 Hz frequency forms the basis for 432 Hz. 432 Hz aligns with our planet's heartbeat. Medical doctors have stated that brainwaves resonate perfectly at around 8 Hz. This frequency can resonate inside a person's body, thereby releasing any emotional blockage and aligning the person's energy. The 432 frequency music may also heighten perception, increase a person's mental clarity, and unlock your intuition.